Justin, will Sean Darcy play this weekend?
You'll have to wait till the teams come out. Nah, he will. Yeah, he'll come back in. Got through training well the other day. Yeah, did what he needed to today. Pulled up well. Yeah, so he'll come in for Vossi, which means Jacko will be our second ruck and play a bit of forward time, a bit of midfield time.
So there'll be more than one change then with Freddie out as well. And can you tell us who the second change will be?
Tommy will come back into the team. Yeah, that's as much as I'm going to give you.
What does having Sean back do for your structure?
Well, it allows us to play the three talls down forward. I know we've been playing the three talls with Vossi in the side, but I feel like Luke gives us a little bit of something different down there with his height and his ability to compete against multiple numbers and at least halve it. And it gives us a bit more flexibility to use Luke through the middle and in other areas.
Will Sean be on 2 minutes or will there be some?
I'll be close to. Yeah, close to.
What does that mean for Jackson's split up for? Does that mean you'll probably 64?
Horses for courses. So we'll see how the game's playing out. We think we can use Jacko and the ruck a little bit more, and that's what we need. We'll do it. So haven't really settled on a split.
It seems to be a trend to have a game like a tagging, but with Dacos, when he's racking up that many numbers, do you have to look at someone running with it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so we've got a few plans in place. I think with a player like Nick and his ability to cover the ground and get to the right spots, you just need to try and limit his influence. I don't think we can stop him getting the ball, but we want to make sure he's not as influential as he has been. So we've got a few things in place.
Who gets that job?
Jeez, gonna run through the whole team? Nah. It'll be a few different players.
And with Lockie Schultz coming back, how do you look to handle that situation?
To be honest, just treat him like any other Collingwood player. They'll have a match-up. And that player will do the best he can on him. That's as far as we've got, talking about Lockie.
How much did you learn from that Lockie experience a couple of years ago? And is that why you're taking, the plan to approach this time?
Well, you're assuming that told the players to go after Lobby. Well, that didn't happen. It was just something that came about organically out in the field. Lobby played a part in that as well. So we haven't really spoken about it. And we haven't really touched on it the last time we played anyone that was an ex-player. It's focus on what's important.
A lot's been made of the inaccuracy from the goals. We're not so much part of that, but someone like Jay Avis has had a couple of waving weeks.
Yep.
He's got the nickname now. How do you sort of look to try and get his confidence back with those set shots?
You're assuming his confidence is low. He's got great confidence in his routine, and his ability to kick goals. And the last thing you want to do is after probably one poor week last week in front of goals, you want to throw everything out the window and start fresh. That's the reason why you have a routine. That's the reason why you do all the practices, so you can lean on lean on it in those moments where you're under pressure. And he just needs to get back to his routine, his action, and it will turn just as quickly as it turned back the other way.
The fact that he had 7 shots on goal was a huge plus.
It was his best game of the year by a fair way. So he changed a few things in his game. He identified a few things that he needed to improve on, and he went out and executed it. And like you said, it led to him getting on the end of it a little bit more inside 450, but overall having more impact on the game.
What are some of the things that he's learned this year in change?
I'm not going to go too deep into it because it just sort of gives the opposition an insight into the way he's been playing. But been speaking all year about how opposition defenders have been more physical on him, and he's the opposition have been instigating a lot of physicality towards him. There's opportunities in a game where he can start that physicality. So he worked on that during the week last week. And got his opponent off balance a little bit more on the weekend, and was able to halve a lot of contests and compete really well. So it's a good stepping stone.
Do you ever get involved in the goal kicking routines?
Not really. Jamie Graham spoke to the forwards about it. The forwards had a good discussion about it. It's a fine balance between making a big deal out of it and bringing it even further front of mind for the players, and or focusing on the things that we're doing really well to allow us to get a lot of shots on goal. So, 2 weeks is borderline trend. I think we can snap out of it just as quickly as it came in. So, not saying we're crossing our fingers and hoping we get better. We've worked on it. We've had more set shots, more shots on goal this week than we probably have previous weeks, but we don't feel like it's a massive issue.
You made headlines this week in your comments about the equalisation in the AFL. You had an unlikely ally, Damien Hardwick, who's now coaching a non-Victorian club. How did you sort of take it? How do you take the reaction to you guys?
Well, I think it's nice to get support of Dimo. He's someone who's seen both sides of it, and now obviously, coaching out of Melbourne, he sees the impact it has. I think Simo was pretty vocal about it a couple of weeks ago as well. And to be honest, the AFL is doing a review into competitive balance, and this is just one part of that. So I think you'll see more senior coaches talk about it. A lot of talks are going on behind the scenes, with CEOs and the AFL. So from now on, I'll just stay in my lane and coach the team.
Just I saw some stats today that Champion Data said you're the best ball movement club in the AFL. I mean, you've been talking about that, but now we can see it in black and white. Firstly, does that surprise you?
Not really, because I look at the stats and I know the exact stat they're talking about, so I knew it before it became public. I don't necessarily think we're the best ball movement team in the comp. Well, I think there's some aspects of our ball movement that we need to improve on. I think we've still got layers to improve our ball use, and we can improve our method. But we're moving the ball well. We're defending the ground well, and our contest is going pretty well as well. So, I mean, had the most shots on goal in the comp the last 4 weeks, and we've conceded the least, which says a little bit about where our game's at. It's going to be a real challenge tomorrow against Collingwood, a really good side. But lots of aspects of our game are really good. But so much improvement to be seen from us as well, which is exciting.
And does that give you confidence then that if your goal kicking becomes good, that the sky's the limit?
Oh well, no doubt sky's the limit. But absolutely. I mean, it's been pretty costly goal kicking in the last couple of weeks in terms of the percentage it's probably cost us. But you're right. If we can, finish that work off, it's going to look a lot better on the scoreboard.
Before the game tomorrow, the first significant thing happening to the Stolen generation. Have you spoken to the players about the significant result tomorrow pre-game?
It was probably even more so last week, given the lead into being Molly up again and wearing the Indigenous jumper, and Michael Johnson coming down and explaining the significance to him and his family of the Indigenous jumper that we're wearing. So that carries on to our home game this week, and players love wearing the jumper, and really embrace the significance of the round, given our history with Indigenous players, and we try and talk about those themes throughout last week and this week.
Just on the main players,
last 6 weeks have been elite. One of the best teams in the comp. I don't think they've lost in the last 6 weeks. So they've got back to their best with their pressure, got back to their best with their ability to punish on turnover. So and to be honest, one of the better clearance teams in the comp as well. So looking forward to the midfield battle. It should be a beauty.
Without Ngoe, how much
helps. Like he's a match winner. He showed that last week. Played a slightly different role last week as well, being a bit more of a high half forward. So it's not sad he's not going to be playing, but they've still got a lot of experience across all their lines, and still got a lot of great talent out there. So they're definitely not a one-man band. So they're prepared for them without Ngoe this week, and see how we go tomorrow night.
Tony, what's the significance of such a big public statement on Friday night football, the whole nation watching?
I think it's a great opportunity. It's a great acknowledgement by the club, because this is our shared history. This is not just our history, this is Australia's history, and not Western Australia's history only either. So having this partnership, having this great opportunity to walk out onto the ground on the main stage means the world to me. And I guess for me, when you look at the impact of the stolen generation removal, it's an estimated 100,000 people were removed. And sadly today we probably have about 7 to 8, 9,000 people left. So the numbers are dwindling, people are passing away, and the age group for the elders are very old. I'm the youngest survivor in the country, and I was taken in 1970 and released in 1985. So it's recent history, it's shared history, and this is about truth telling. This is to ensure that all Australians get to know the truth about this policy that impacted our country.
Tony, tell us about this Welcome to Country ceremony. It sounds like it's going to be an extra special one tomorrow night.
Yeah, it is. I'm looking forward to it. I also always get sort of goosebumps when I stand back and see these opportunities on the main stage. But even, culture is important to our well-being and our living, and culture is something that Noongar people are very proud of. Noongar people are immersing and embracing culture and language back. Sadly it was taken away from us many years ago, and we're now embracing it. And to have Richard Wally present the Welcome to Country is going to be a great opportunity for all of us here in the stadium and those that are watching through TV as well.
Is Leon Davis and Michael Johnson involved in their families as well, I believe?
I believe they are, and I believe that when you look at the core of this family group are all Balladong people. So people like Bobby Hill is a part of the Balladong country mob as well. So again, it's significant for the Noongar nation of Balladong as well.
It's a powerful message on that shirt. How do we go about making that happen? Getting that
I think the best way we can go about making this happen is we've recently made a documentary called Genocide in the Wildflower State. It's a great opportunity for all West Australians to go and see during Reconciliation Week at Luna Theatre, where it'll be screened daily twice, both in Leederville and in Fremantle. Again, it's about walking together in true reconciliation. And for me, it's truth and reconciliation as we should be doing, side by side, not I'm in front of you and you in front of, or you at the back of me.
A lot of AFL teams have adopted the Indigenous names over Sir Doug Nicholls. Not all of it. We'd like to see a time where we have all 18 clubs adopt Indigenous names.
I think it's a great opportunity for the AFL. I think they're leading the way in this space. I guess when you ask the people of Wayalub, well, they might say we've been calling it Wayalub for many years. You can call it Fremantle if you like.